August 4th, 2006. A young Sam Billiams has his eyes glued to the TV as Travis Pastrana is about to attempt a double backflip on a motorcycle. If he doesn't horribly maim himself in the attempt, he would be the first human being to ever land the trick, and he'd be landing it live in front of a massive audience, the largest audience the X Games had ever seen. A normal person would probably be thinking about the difficulty of the trick, how one wrong move could see you crushed by your own dirt bike or ragdolled across the stadium. A normal person would probably just go home and watch the X Games from their couch. Thankfully, Travis Pastrana is not a normal person. I don't remember much about the 2000s, and what I do remember was mostly bad, but Travis Pastrana definitely helped carry the weight of the decade with that double backflip. That double backflip blew the minds of everyone who saw it. I mean, it's still very impressive today. So, after seeing one of the most gnarly things anyone's ever done in the history of humanity, you can imagine how badly every kid wanted a dirt bike. Unfortunately, my family was not in the proper tax bracket to be able to afford a dirt bike. My family was, however, in the right tax bracket to be able to afford $5 video games from the bargain bin at Kmart. So you can imagine when little Sam Billiams, the same little Sam Billiams that just watched this guy do a double backflip, walked into Kmart with his mom and saw a video game with not one, but two dirt bike guys on it, he had to have it. So who is this MX, and why do they have beef with this ATV individual? Well, it turns out it's not a fighting game. It's a racing game. That's so dumb. A racing game centered around the extreme sport of motocross, and as such, you're going to be seeing a lot of dirt bikes flying around behind me, ATVs, dune buggies, helicopters, lots and lots of trains and planes. Now, Wikipedia claims that MX vs. ATV Unleashed is, let me pull up my notes here, a racing simulation action sports console video game. A lot of descriptors there, maybe two of them I would actually use to describe the game. MX vs. ATV Unleashed is a pretty bog-standard arcade racing game. There's not a lot of simulation that's happening here. This game has a multitude of different modes to try out, and by 2000 standards, a killer soundtrack that I will not be playing for you at any point in time because I will be copyright striked, and the executives of YouTube will send a drone to blow my head off. I'm not practicing. Yeah, I'm not fucking practicing, bro. I don't give a shit.
It ain't nothing to me, man.
Oh, no! This thing is like sensitive. I didn't mean to stunt. I killed that guy. Oh my god! I killed that guy. He's dead. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
The human being is out of his mind. They're side by side.
Nice spare.
Oh my god. This truck drives like shit.
This car's just a problem. Fuck.
Oh, there's no fucking way. Shut up. That tree actually just fucking exploded my car like that. Shut up. Hey, what's the fucking riding? You ran into a tree. Yeah, bitch. Oh, hit that shit. Hey, whoa, motherfucker, whoa. You're gonna run me off the goddamn track. Oh, he hit me, that's okay. They gave me like a speed boost. No, there's no way. I'm also, this is my first time playing the game. No!
right into the tree.
As mentioned earlier, this game has a killer soundtrack in an ironic way. Just about anyone who lived through the 2000s will look back on all these awful songs with some level of nostalgia. For some reason, I thought the one song, Headstrong, was in this game. I guess it's not. I guess I just, Mandela affected that whole thing. Like, maybe I was playing this video game while listening to Headstrong in the background, and my brain just connected the two. Going back and playing it and not having Headstrong on the soundtrack, honestly, really disappointing. The game's called MX vs. ATV Unleashed, so obviously there are dirt bikes and there are ATVs, but like I said earlier, there's 12 different other modes of transportation in this video game. You wouldn't expect this video game to have golf carts in it, but it does. You see, MX vs. ATV Unleashed comes from this era of video games that I like to call the, hey, that's a cool idea, we should just do that. That idea that you just came up with, let's just put it in the game right now. We can probably knock this out in 2 weekends. It doesn't take 8 years for someone to make a video game. We can just knock it out. Wait, what did you say? Horse Armor DLC? Battle Pass? Are you feeling all right, buddy? I mean, you did hit your head pretty hard back there.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Come on, let's go over to McDonald's and get a sausage McGriddle for $2.50. Era. There's special racetracks to unlock, and every racetrack in the game can be played in this fun little free roam mode, which, once again, is just such a cool idea. They didn't need to do any of this. They didn't need to add a free roam mode for all the levels, but they did because they wanted to. And I love them for that. The physics system of this game is also hilarious and just screams 2000s.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. What is happening? What the fuck? Alright, sure. How did I don't know about that one, Bob. I don't know about that one. We're fine.
When you're in free roam, if you try to drive outside the map's boundaries, it'll catapult you back the other way, and it's hilarious. If I'm being honest, when I came back to actually play the game through again, these were the only two things I remembered about the game, was getting catapulted in free roam and the soundtrack. That's it. I don't remember anything else. The most fun I even had playing this game was committing vehicular manslaughter on all the other drivers.
Oh my... he got in my way. That's on him. That's not on me. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. That was a fucking jump scare, man. What the hell? Yeah, die. Die, fucker. Eat shit, you fucking fuck bitch. That's karma. That's fucking karma. I don't even care if you were a different fucking driver. That's still karma. Fucking eat shit and die, dude. Fuck out of my face. You just fucking He taunts. Immediately gets fucked. That's karma. See, these fucking dickheads deserve it, bro.
I think if I was born in caveman times or in some sort of tribal culture, I think the other members of the tribe, once they figured out how my brain worked, would just beat me to death with rocks or worship me as some kind of god like C-3PO when he's on the planet with the Ewoks. I don't know which one, though. I don't know if they would just kill me outright or they would want to try to sacrifice me to, some eldritch god. I'm not entirely sure which outcome is more realistic. Speaking of mentally ill, it's time to move on to the negatives, where, unfortunately, I feel whoever designed or worked on the driving mechanics in this video game is, in fact, mentally ill. Every vehicle in this game sucks to drive, which in a game about driving vehicles is not a good thing.
Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. These things are impossible to drive, dude. You gotta be so gentle with this. Holy fuck. This thing controls like shit too. What the fuck? Dude, I can't control this. These cars are not. Nothing in this game feels good to drive, dude. This sucks.
Most of the tracks have some kind of memorable scenery or themes, but the actual layouts of the individual tracks are very boring. The game tries to be at least somewhat grounded with the designs of its racetracks by arcade racing game standards, but these tracks are not challenging in any kind of way. They're very easy to drive around. The only time you'll ever be behind another racer is if you crash and respawn behind them.
Oh, he just stopped. He stopped right fucking in front of me. That has to be intentional, dude. Oh, thank you, number 8. Thank you. I love how you drove me off the road right there. Now I don't get enough speed, so now I crash. Thank you. Hey guys, Editing Billiams here. Unfortunately, I skipped a bit of my script while recording the green screen, so I'm gonna re-record it right now. My biggest issue with this game is how it's structured. The main mode for this game is split into 2 competitions, the National Championship and the THQ SX Championship. The SX Championship uses real-world locations with realistic track layouts, while the Nationals Championship uses fictional tracks. At least I think they're fictional. I don't ever remember hearing about a dirt bike race being held next to an Aztec temple, but maybe I'm just out of the loop. Each competition has 16 races that you have to complete with dirt bikes and ATVs for a total of 64 races. That's a lot of content by itself, but both of these competitions use a heat system where you have to complete each race multiple times before you can advance to the next round. The National has you completing each race twice, while the SX has you completing each race a maximum of 3 times. So at maximum, you'll have to complete 160 races to beat the game. That's 160 races across only 32 tracks. If this were an actual racing simulation game, having that many races might not be a problem, but it's not. Normally for videos like this, I do a little section breaking down how the gameplay works, but outside of unlockable cosmetics, you've already seen everything this game has to offer. It's a by-the-numbers arcade racing game with bad controls and adorably dated presentation. There are other game modes and special events that can break up the monotony, like trick competitions and hill climbs, but this is it. This is the meat of the game, just redoing the same race over and over and over again, and the game outstays its welcome because of it.
So, is this game any good? I mean, from a value standpoint, it's doubled in price, which I don't think is a good thing, but I love this game, man. I don't know why. I absolutely love this game. It's a vibe game, all right? It's a glue guy kind of game. A glue guy, for those that don't know, is a sports term for a player that may not be all that good at the sport they're playing in question, but they're high effort, you know, they're fighting for every inch. They're a vibe guy. They keep the morale high. Like an unathletic white utility player who rides the bench and can't hit for shit, but, you know, he can play every single position, and he's the first one on the field, the first one at batting practice, you know? He's taking ground balls. He might not even play this week, you know, but he wants to make sure he's sharp. So when he gets that call, he's ready to go. You know, the clubhouse respects that. The dugout respects that shit, man. He hustles and he's scrappy and he gets the crowd going. You want that guy in your team. Or like an unathletic white shooting guard who comes off the bench to draw some fouls and drain some threes. He can't defend to save his life and he cracks under pressure every single time. But when you're in the fourth and you're 20 points up and your starters need a rest, hell yeah, man, let a white boy eat. Come on, get him out here. Let him drain some threes. Get the crowd going. Come on, you want a guy like that on your team. Or like an unathletic white slot receiver who's not fast and can't block, and the only time he's open is when all the real wide receivers are covered. But, you know, he'll still end up getting like 5 or 6 looks a game, and he'll make a clutch catch every now and again to keep the chains moving. And the announcer will go, oh, you know, man, he's a little scrappy. He's a veteran, high IQ guy, kind of Mahomesian. It's a terrible, terrible impersonation. It's like if you took Ryan Flaherty, TJ McConnell, and Hunter Renfrow, and you fuse them into one kind of super being. And if this super being just so happened to be a video game, it would be ATV versus MX Unleashed, obviously.
Wait a minute, did this guy just say ATV versus MX Unleashed? It's MX versus ATV Unleashed, you stupid fuck. This guy doesn't know anything about video games. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna put the game in C tier, by the way. I hope you guys are okay with that.